exists in our society and what is going on globally around the planet. So we're here today to point out that in 2014 Britain's external assets totaled nearly 10 billion, over 10 billion, and returns from foreign direct investment 9% in Africa and 13% from investments in Asia. So it is very clear that this country and the companies that originate from this country are growing rich on the exploitation of countries all around the world. And for example, today an estimated net 40 billion is being extracted from Africa, while Britain is playing a leading role in this process. For example, in Congo, where British multinational companies are violently plundering its gold, its coltan, its oil and other natural resources. So this is what we call super exploitation, and it's a clear example of how the United Kingdom will oppress countries all over the world. So we're here today also with our comrade from West Papua to highlight the 59th anniversary of West Papuan independence, which takes place on the 1st of December. And we're here today standing in solidarity with the West Papuan people who are on a daily basis exploited and their resources plundered. So on the streets of Dalston today, we absolutely stand side by side with the West Papuan people to celebrate their independence, their 59th year of independence, and to highlight their struggle and their daily battles against exploitation and violent destruction of their communities. Later on in our stall today, we will have one of our comrades from West Papua who can talk more about the struggle. But today we absolutely stand in solidarity with West Papuans all over the world who are struggling and fighting for their independence and their sovereignty and control of their resources. So people of Dalston, we're asking you to take 30 seconds of your day to come sign our petition, take a leaflet and find out more about how we can join together and fight back against capitalism, fight back against racism on the streets of London. Come find out more. I'm not sure because Sheila set it up for us, and in fact it's not great because the login details are clear for still Billy for my so I don't know how it's going to be set up. But yeah, we could ask Sheila some point. I mean, it'd be helpful. I don't know.
Well, maybe I could interest you in the paper. Like, it's a movement.
Where's Starmer taking the Labour Party in your opinion?
We're not supporters of the Labour Party.
No, but where's Starmer going to take it?
Oh, conservative, right.
Do you think so?
Yeah. He's just the same as Tony Blair.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
The people of Dalston, I wanted to just say one or two more things about something I've read in the last week that really made me think. Because as we stand here on the streets of Dalston, struggling and fighting against racism and the root causes system here in the United Kingdom. And it amazed me to read that one of the companies that have benefited most from this is a company called Serco. And if you haven't heard of Serco, they are a company who have got their hands in lots of government contracts. And would you believe, as a result of the pandemic, Serco have benefited from contracts from the UK government worth as much as £410 million. So while you and me on the streets of London and the streets of Dalston are struggling through the realities of living under a pandemic and living under lockdown, there are plenty of companies that have benefited massively from this situation. And the reality is even darker than that, because what has been happening is that companies have been given contracts without any tendering process, without any or any clarity about who the contracts are being given to.